I've like... My microphone, they tape it to my shirt, and it's like pulling on the 2 chest hairs that I have. Because I don't have a chest like you, Mr. Travolta, can I just say? That? No, that's unfair. Look at me with my facial hair. I only just need that much. I can't grow anything.
You get painted in.
I do. Is this a new thing? Is this a new look?
Just laziness, you know, wanting a little...
Get to there and just go, that's enough.
Yeah, that's it. Enough.
Now, looking at the footage as we went to the break of the classic final scene from Grease, those pants, how often do you get asked about those pants, Olivia?
I get asked a lot about
Are they pants or are they just... were your legs painted?
Almost. No, they were pants. Those pants were from the 50s, and we filmed in the 70s, so the pants were already like 20 years old. And when I put them on, the zip was broken, and I had to be stitched into them for the day. For 2 days, weren't we? 2 days. So yeah, they were wild.
Do you take stuff like that home with you at the end of it?
I did. I still have them actually. And you have anything?
I don't. I give it all away to charity.
Yeah.
But I'm envious that she kept all her wardrobe.
Well, I lost the shoes. I gave the shoes, or auctioned them off like 20 years ago. Who knew the movie was still going to be going now, right? So I have the jacket and the pants, and I'm going to auction them for the hospital one day.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now, of course, you guys have your new album this Christmas, John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. It's just the first thing you've done in 30 years?
Almost.
35. We don't like to rush things, Rove, you know.
So how did this come about? Why was this all of a sudden the thing that brought you back together?
It's kind of an interesting story. You're the One That I Want, which is the big hit from Grease, was named the most successful duet in all time, right? So I texted John, it was last Christmas.
Yeah, she wanted to give me a Christmas present, giving me the news that we had arrived at the biggest duet in history. And I said, that's fantastic, and texted her back, Merry Christmas, love you, all this stuff. And then I said to the family, what if I asked Olivia if we did a Christmas duet, since all we were doing is listening to Christmas music. So she said, it's a great idea. I'm envious it wasn't mine. And let's do it. And then by the time we had the celebration of the USA Good Day LA, yay.
Yeah, it's true. Bloody oath.
I had decided that we should do a whole album, and Olivia thought it was a great idea. And she said one thing better, which was, what if we did all the proceeds of the album to our charities? And that really cinched it. It made it very simple. You know, the purpose for the album was just for my Jett Foundation, my son's foundation, and Olivia's hospital in Melbourne. And we were on, it just took off after that.
Yeah, which is natural. Yeah.
It seems like the right thing to do. What is the aim of the 2 charities? What are you each trying to do with yours?
Well, I have the Cancer Wellness Centre at the Austin in Melbourne, and we just opened the Wellness Centre and the Day Oncology this past June. And I'm so grateful to any Aussies here that contributed, and the government that gave us so much money to get it open. And the second half opens next July. And so any funds that I get from this will go to the wellness programs at the hospital, which are fantastic. They're helping the cancer patients.
When you say wellness program, what's that?
Well, we have a wellness centre, which was my baby there. And it's a place where the patients can go and their carers and have group therapy, meditation, oncological massage. They've been trained specially to work with people who are going through cancer treatments. Acupuncture just started, and we have a beautiful kitchen where people can learn about cooking, and it's just a centre for everyone to go and get help really going through cancer, and it's turned out so beautifully.
Is this something that came about from your experience going through cancer, that this type of stuff wasn't there? Yes,
exactly. When I went through it, I kind of did all that myself, and to go outside of the hospital and find all those things, I meditated and did acupuncture and took herbs and did everything I could to support my body. And I thought, I always had this dream, wouldn't it be amazing to have a place like that at a hospital? And the fact that it's at a public hospital and that they agreed to do it there, and we got all that support, has been just a dream come true for me. I'm so grateful.
And it's a great thing that you do, because I think everybody, I know the 3 of us, have all had people we know have been affected by cancer. I lost my wife to cancer, and Olivia, you were so great with her, with everything she was going through. Have you found that you have become a quasi-ambassador for people who are going through this?
I have, and I love that I can help people, because the best message I can give is, it's 20 years and I'm still here. That's what I, you know, people ring.
Round of applause for that.
So thank you. No,
How does it feel to get to say that?
Incredible, because I got to tell you this very quick story. About 20 years ago, I was in Melbourne. My mother took me to lunch in the hills for my birthday, and I went to the bathroom. I always meet the greatest people in the ladies' room, I'm telling you. And there was a woman in there, and she said, "Oh, love," she said, "I read in the paper that you're going through cancer." She said, "I had it 20 years ago, and I'm fine." And it was one of those moments. I know, she was a lovely woman, and I've spoken to her on the phone, but since then, I found her, which was amazing. But that moment was huge, because it was like, wow, she had it 20 years ago, and the treatments weren't as good then, and she's still here. So that gave me, it kind of paid it forward to me, and now I can do it for other people who are going through it, you know, because that positivity is really incredibly important, that belief that you can get well, and then to be able to offer them these programs at the Wellness Centre is like, it's just so amazing.
Well, congratulations,
amazing.
congratulations. Now, John, and excuse my ignorance, but obviously you did lose your son, Jett, and the foundation that you have is set up to help people that had a similar affliction to him. But what was that exactly?
Jett was autistic, and he also suffered from seizures. So when I started the foundation, I wanted to help people better define that for themselves, and they're really the two least, let's say, paid attention to situations in the world, meaning no one has resolved seizures and no one has resolved autism. It's just a work in progress. So I thought I would just raise money and try to put energy toward people discovering more about it, whether it's whole labs or whole group societies that are working on the betterment of both of these areas. And then I got a brighter idea. I said, you know, why don't I even widen the spectrum and make it for handicapped children and underprivileged children? Because I think when you limit it to, you know, too small an area, you can't, you know, spread the goodwill as much. So anyway, that's what I've done with the Jett Foundation. And, you know, Paul Newman, after he lost his son, did it with his salad dressings and his food, and I felt most comfortable doing something like this, where I could sing and give the audience something that I know how to do.
Well, it's a great thing to be giving back. It is a great thing to be giving back when you guys are having such a good time making this album, I'm sure. Did you waste a lot of time day one just going, so what you been up to?
No, we went right to the quick on this, because we keep up with each other. So we're in touch 3-4 times a year, maybe more, see each other. And so we just we went right to the exciting part, which was just creating the songs. And
with all these famous people, like in my simple little brain, I imagine if you've got people like Barbara Streisand, Tony Bennett, Cliff Richards on this,
yes.
That it's you picking up the phone, going, Babs, it's JT, we're rocking, we're laying down the tracks, Kenny G's here with his weird, not quite saxophone clarinet thing. Are you in? Awesome, click. That's how I see it.
pretty much.
Good, good.
Well, the truth is, these are our favorite artists. I mean, I grew up with Barbra Streisand, Tony Bennett, James Taylor, and the idea that we could sing with them just blew me away. But moreover, and more importantly, they all knew my son. So there was a real urge to help us with our charities on this. And you know, Barbara is such a humanitarian. She immediately identified with Olivia's causes as well. So them doing this for us is not unusual for them, but for us it was a real boost to the record and to us.
Dream come true. You know, when I used to sing with Pat Carroll when we were a double act, we used to sing Barbara's songs, all of her songs, you know, the two of us. And so here I won the same record as her. It's like, wow. And Tony Bennett too, and James Taylor. I mean, they're all amazing.
And then Barbara helped you out with your wife's birthday as well. You had a little surprise present organised.
Yeah, we were in Paris. No, we celebrated Kelly's birthday in Paris, but one of her gifts was to go to the Barbara Streisand concert, which is probably the most expensive concert in the world. But we got
Just so you know, he's not a tight ass on his wife's birthday.
but we got a good deal.
You got a good deal. But then what? Not just that. No, hang on. Everyone's ready to report. Oh, you got cheap tickets. Yay! That wasn't it. What happened though? What happened?
Well, she mentioned Kelly in her show.
She got a shout out.
She got a shout out. Happy birthday! Of course, that made Kelly extremely happy, and it was all good.
How do you top that next year?
Well, you don't. It was a big birthday.
Yes, sure.
You come to mine, I'll give you free tickets.
We did get free tickets.
She knows a guy. She knows a guy. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we check in with Olivia's neighbour.